Welcome back, guys, to LPB Racing. We are for our reverse grid championship on GT Sport. This is round 4, the special event. We've got 4 races this time, all of 15 minutes of length, all worth double points, so 10 laps. Here we go, guys, we're getting ready for a start. TY on pole from Neil, Jamo, Bidzster. Everyone has to use a different drivetrain in each race, so over the 4 races you'll cover each kind of drivetrain, but I'll go through that as the race goes on. Getting ready for a start here. A little bit of creeping from Neil, and I think that means a false start, because look, he's stopped on the grid, now he gets going. So Neil creeps a bit and Bids a good start. Danny Quaver, fantastic start in the 4-wheel drive Subaru. Obviously choosing to do 4-wheel drive first. Cyrex side by side with TY as we come down to Druids. So Bidzster in the SLS takes the lead. Danny Quaver second. TY up the inside for trying to get second. A little bit sideways there by Danny Quaver, but I don't think there was contact. Cyrex in the midfield as well. Passing Jamo in the green. Scirocco there. Everyone else through there nicely. A bit of bumping and boring in the background, but I think we're okay. Cyrex up the inside of Jamo for the lead. Danny Quaver right behind Bidzster and challenging for the lead, but Bidzster's going to have a good run in that SLS down the straight, and TY's going to be even faster in the TT. The TT, the superior car in GR4, but obviously you can only run it once with the front wheel drive, so TY getting front wheel drive out the way first as he goes round the outside of Danny Quaver. Fantastic handling from that TT. As though Nick Hash is off the road. Nick Hash off the road further back, and we've got Seek 1 defending from from Keith there. There he is in the Atenza. Mr. Slow One off the road in the Porsche Cayman. Really struggling with that Porsche Cayman. Nick Hash only just rejoining the track there as Bidzster and TY together up front. So the 2 championship leaders ahead. TY going for the lead as he tries to go around the outside of Bidzster, but Bidzster holds on, but TY's going to try and go around the outside in that TT. Superior grip from that TT as we look at the 2 leaders. The TT's got better top speed though. It's got loads of power in this class. It's probably a bit too powerful, but it's you can only use it once. Obviously the other 3 races will have to use a different drivetrain. Bidzster routing for FR, which is front engine rear drive. Danny Quaver 4-wheel drive. TY front wheel drive. So again, everyone trying to go a different way about it on strategy. Danny Quaver challenging TY now. Oh, he sees the grass sideways completely and then loses 2 places. Oh, looky there for Danny Quaver, looking good there. As we're a little bit further back, there's Lil Yam in the TT behind Task 1 into the long left up the hill. Then we've got Neil Farmack and Keith further back after having horrible starts. Keith forgot to go onto the track and go through the first sector to get his grid position, so he's back there because he started near the back. Meanwhile, Bidzster's still in front of TY up front. So again, people having to use different drivetrains in this. So you've got 4 races, you can only use 1 drivetrain in each race. You can't use the same drivetrain twice. So that's front engine rear drive, for example, with the SLS, and the TT counts as front engine front wheel drive because it is front wheel drive. And then you've got Cyrex back there in the Ferrari. Let's have a look at Cyrex. There he is, that's MR, mid-engined rear drive. And then we've got Danny Quaver in the Subaru, which is 4-wheel drive. So you've got all the 4 different drivetrains. People had to pre-allocate which drivetrain they were going to use in what race. So then it stopped people from using the TT in every race or using a really powerful car. There's Jamo. Speaking of the TT, but the Jamo's trying to go up the inside of the TT in the Scirocco. Fantastic stuff as we go into Paddock Hill Bend. Bidzster taking a lot of curb there. TY running out wide. Cyrex looking to pounce. Oh, Danny Quaver's off on the gravel, but we'll look at the leaders. Jamo up the inside of Cyrex. We're just trying to defend. There he is, Cyrex. Oh, TY's up the inside of Bidzster. He's got him. Or has he? No, Bidzster slices back in front, so no you don't, Sunshine. So Bidzster still in the lead in that silver, in that grey and orange SLS. Not really silver, it's too dark for silver as they go into focus. So Bidzster, TY, Jamo, Cyrex, Task 1, Lil Yam, Danny Quaver, Keith, Neil Farmack, Rodas, Seat 1, Nick Hash, Mr. Slow One. That is your order, ladies and gentlemen, so far as we go round Hawthorne down to Westfield. Westfield, a very tight right-hander. Looks a lot tighter than it is, but you can carry a lot of speed around it. So that SLS is still in the lead for now. It's a big car to pass. It's very wide. Very heavy as well. TY's got the agility in that in that Audi, but he's just got to use it where he can. Remember, Bidzster's a very good defender in this championship. TY's very smooth and very skilled with things. And then you've got Jamo waiting to pounce in the background in that green Scirocco. There he is, number 98, Jamo. TY looking around the outside of Bidzster again to use that TT superior top speed, but he's got to try and get past on the outside. Jamo's right behind Bidzster now, so Bidzster can't afford to move one way or another, and he gets a bit sideways there, and oh, so close there to disaster, but gets away with it as we go into the hairpin. Bidzster, Jamo up the inside of TY now. Cyrex looking for any which way to pass these boys. Very close race up front, and we'll just have a quick look as they exit this corner. So no change there. We'll have a quick look back at the battles down the field. We've got Keith and Neil quite close in the background. Wait for it. There's Liliam. There's Danny Quaver. There's Keith and Neil up the inside of Keith. But no, Liliam running wide there. I think Liliam's got massive lag issues there, so Liliam not running so well because of the lag. Danny Quaver's alongside him now. Battle for the lead. Let's go back to the lead. When it shows us the leaders. There we are. Just had a little glitch there, but it's okay, all good. Nothing. It's not like Project Cars. Project Cars is a lot worse than this, but GT Sport Replays, good quality as always. Bidzster still ahead. Just about. Having to defend every which way though from TY. TY still looking for a way through. Into Sterling's. Round Sterling's. Bidzster goes a bit wide onto the grass. You don't want to be doing that all the time because the two front wheel drive cars are very quick in a straight line. As we go around clearways. Onto the start finish line. Bidzster has to go tight again. TY using the speed of that TT as you go down towards the first corner. Bidzster up the inside, defends. Whoa, sideways, very sideways from Bidzster. Jamo could see an opening here. TY gets forced wide. Also remember that SLS not as good around the corners as the other two are. And Bidzster into the corner, just sliding sideways. The tyres will be starting to go now. Tyres are on ×2 for this season, so tyre wear will be an issue as they go round. And TY losing out to Jamo there, so Jamo gaining a spot. Jamo's turn to try and chase Bidzster. In the background we've got cars everywhere. Keith, Neil and Danny Quaver getting it mixed amongst themselves. Neil Farmack in front of Keith now. So Neil Farmack in front of Keith, Danny Quaver looking for any which way to go through. Danny's got good pace in that Subaru, but just fallen back a bit, just a couple of mistakes, that's all it takes. So Jamo now behind Bidzster with TY in hot pursuit as well. Task 1's approaching this train as well, so hopefully it'll be a 5-car train instead of a 4. So we go down the hill out of Westfield, down to Sheen. Up over Sheen curb. Jamo takes a lot of curb there, but gets away with it as we go down towards Sterling's, into Sterling's. Obviously the Mercedes SLS of Bidzster not looking too bad through that section, but it's these sort of corners with the off camber which is really killing him. As you can see there, Jamo closes right up there. So in the slower corners, the SLS isn't doing too bad. It's the fast corners where it's losing out, as you will see here. Bidzster goes on the inside. Jamo hits him. Jamo hits Bidzster. Bidzster goes a bit wide. TY's up the inside. Bidzster's being hung out to try on the outside. TY's up the inside now. He's got to try and keep the inside line. And he has done. TY takes the lead, and I would imagine TY will now start to pull away in that TT once he gets his head down. But Bidzster will be chasing after him. He'll not want to take this line down, but he's got to watch Cyrex behind him in that black Ferrari. There he is, Cyrex, number 50. He's got number 55 on the side, but yeah, I can tell you that's not his actual racing number, I don't think. But Cyrex in hot pursuit now. Bidzster closing up to the back of the TT. Bidzster looking left, right. Oh, just a little dummy there, just to try and force TY into his mirrors and go offline, but not working. As they go down to Westfield, over Westfield. Oh, Bidzster sliding that SLS out. Not happy about losing that lead. Really trying to get back up with the lead. Spectacular stuff. But TY running a very well controlled race in the minute. Oh, he's on the grass. Oh, just as I say that, he goes on the grass and just makes a little mistake and gets away with it. Just about by the skin of his teeth. Now this is where the TT will start to pull away. Bidzster will probably go back into the hands of the Ferrari. The FR car is probably the worst round the corners, but they're probably a good stable car. But when the tyres start to go, as Bidzster gets a good run here. TY probably runs out wide and gets too much wheel spin. Bidzster up the inside into Paddock Bend and slides that Mercedes into the corner and gets the lead. Good job there by Bidzster, takes the lead back. As now Cyrex has a look up the inside of TY. TY gives him space. Cyrex having a look. As we go down towards Graham Hill Bend now out of Druids. I don't think he's alongside enough. No, he's not. TY resumes the place. Will Cyrex be able to get the cut back? The answer is no. Can't get any cut back into there, so that's going to remain the same into there. As Jamo has a little look there, but no, because the front wheel drive car closing up on the brakes. As we look further back, there's Keith. Seek 1 in the Mazda Atenza. Nick Hash making his way back up now from the back. Danny Quaver behind him. So the two four-wheel drives, the Evo and the Subaru, close together. Well, that's a bit further back on a dreadful race. Neil Farmack's gone backwards as well. So Neil Farmack's gone backwards, so a torrid race for him. Here's a replay on board with Neil having to try and pass Lilian on lap 6. But as we go into this corner, Lilian just lags all over the place. And then there was contact during lag, and then that made Neil go onto the grass. Spin. Keith very lucky to avoid him there as Neil goes backwards off into the gravel and then has to rejoin. Torrid race for him. As we look back to the leaders, still 4 or 5 cars in this. Task One's gone backwards a bit, so it's still a 4-car trade for the leader. Oh, Jamo! Jamo's trying to get the cameras. There we are. Jamo, very big tank slapper moment there out of Sheen Curve. That's backed him off the pace a little bit. So we'll go back to the leaders with Cyrex getting rid of a penalty there. Just have a little drink there, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot to commentate on. Cyrex losing time there. Jamo will pull alongside. TY's on the inside of Bidzster as well. TY got a good run out of clearways and up the inside. Bidzster trying to get past as well. Cyrex and Jamo again in the background. Which battle do we watch? They're all happening. TY's got past Bidzster. Cyrex has kept his place from Jamo. Car going invisible there just for a little penalty. Probably just a little bit of track limits at Sheen Curve on the last bit of the lap. So TY in front. Bidzster second. Go up the hill. Bidzster right behind that TT, practically pushing him, but he'll not get. I would imagine the TT will pull away on the straight here. We'll just take a quick look back at everyone else. I don't know that there's not many people that are close together, so we'll keep with the battle for the lead now. TY and Bidzster into Hawthorne. This is where the TT will pull away, and just look at that gap. The TT fantastic round the corners. Hopefully TY preserving the tyres quite well as Bidzster goes up over the curb. There he goes. There's Cyrex as well. Cyrex with it still ahead of Jamo, so Cyrex doing a good job there in that Ferrari. Clearly suiting. Oh, Bidzster's off the road! Bidzster's off the road! Oh no, Cyrex goes up the inside and contact's made. Bidzster's off the road. No! Cyrex and Bidzster contact. Cyrex is holding up for him. Clearly Cyrex went for a move that was just not there as Bidzster was recovering, so Bidzster goes back through. Good job. And then Task One says, mercy Boku, I'll take you both. And then Bidzster says, no you don't, Sunshine, straight back up the inside. So contact there between them lot. We'll just finish the end of this battle, then we'll get a replay, but we'll just watch them as they go down towards Paddock Hill Bend. So TY and Jamo being released now. Bidzster defending from Cyrex as we go into Paddock Hill Bend. And then Cyrex is up the inside now. Cyrex is up the inside. And then running side by side. Cyrex just about gets ahead and gets the position. Bidzster having to fall back. So now we'll get those replays in. Here's a replay on board with Cyrex on lap 8. See what happened between him and Bidzster. So you see we go through here. Bidzster just runs a bit wide onto the grass and goes across. Then Cyrex goes for a massive lunge up the inside, of which there's probably no gap. Bidzster then goes off, gets hit and goes off. But then obviously we sportsmanly wait for him and go through, and Task One takes both positions as well. Here's a replay on board with Cyrex to see what happened between him and Bidzster. See Bidzster goes off. And then he goes across, we go up the inside, just carry too much speed, bang, into Bidzster, knock him off, and then we let Jamo go, and then we sportsmanly wait for Bidzster to rejoin and let him go. Just Cyrex going for a good gap there, but just carry too much speed in and just tap Bidzster off the road, and then sportsmanly waits. So as you come back from that, Bidzster up the inside of Cyrex now, got a good run out of Graham Hill Bend down the Cooper Straight. Whoa, very close stuff into Surtees up the hill, and then Cyrex keeps the position for now. Bidzster falls back. Meanwhile, the leaders, TY in front. Got a good lead here, just needs to hold on for another lap or two. But Jamo's still in hot pursuit. It depends how much that TT's destroyed its tyres. Bidzster and Cyrex still close together. So very close. Bidzster looking left, looking right, trying to get through. Just trying to put the pressure on Cyrex in front. Very touring car-esque driving style from Bidzster. Not as smooth as the rest, but it works. Everyone has their own style of driving. So, here we go. Up and over the car, onto the grass. Cyrex onto the grass. That's going to give Bidzster opportunity to run alongside, but he's on the wrong side here. Cyrex will probably keep the position on the inside. Oh, but no, Bidzster goes around the outside. Oh, incredible. How did he pull that off? Went around the outside of Cyrex in an FR car. Brilliant stuff. So Bidzster up to third place. Cyrex back down to fourth. There's the Task 1 there behind him now. So Task 1 going for the inside. Oh, Cyrex on the gravel. So Cyrex is going to take fourth place. Sorry, Task 1 is going to take fourth place at this rate. Cyrex onto the gravel, the TT's cornering ability, but Cyrex isn't hanging in there, not giving up yet at all. As we go through Graham Hill Bend, Cyrex holds on for now. Task 1 has to hold back. Meanwhile, TY's off the road now. Jamo goes through, TY's off the road. I don't know if there was contact there, but there's TY rejoining. We'll get a replay. Okay, here's a replay what happened to TY and Jamo on the last lap. So we're going out of Graham Hill Bend, down the Cooper Straight, and then TY just, I don't know what happened there, just runs completely off wide, misses the braking point and just goes grass cutting. So I don't know what happened there. Let's have a look at this now from on board. TY is looking back at Jamo, so you see we're coming down to the corner. Jamo's all the way over there. We just miss his braking point. TY goes straight off the road. There was no contact, and TY just takes himself off the road for a bit of grass cutting, and then ends up in the hands of Bidzster again. So as we come back from that, Jamo is now in the lead of the race on the last lap. Incredible stuff. Jamo in the lead in the green Scirocco, but he never thought he'd end up there because he had good pace for a podium, but I didn't think he had the pace for a win, but obviously he's got the pace. TY now back with Bidzster. Bidzster won't go away. He's sick of seeing that Mercedes in his rear view. As we go through Westfield now for the last time. Cyrex behind Bidzster as well. What a last lap finale this is. Bidzster looks on the inside towards Sheen Curve. No way through there. Has to back off and let TY go. Bidzster right behind him. Cyrex looking for any way through as well. Fantastic stuff on this last lap as they go through Sterling's for the last time. The TT gets good power down. Bidzster goes wide. He's got to watch from making himself vulnerable to Cyrex as he goes side by side into the last corner. Cyrex trying to go around the outside. Bidzster on the inside tries to keep hold of the position. But meanwhile, Jamo crosses the line. Fantastic win for Jamo. Right place, right time. Jamo wins the race. TY's going to be second. Bidzster's going to be third. Cyrex fourth. And then Task 1 fifth place. Good race there. And Liliam in sixth place after all that. Liliam back to sixth. Seventh place for Seek 1. Followed home closely by Keith Neal and Nick Hash. Very close race between them lot as well. Danny Quaver's going to come through in 11th place. Rodas in 12th. And Mr. Slow One rounds off the 13 in 13th place. So there's your winner. Okay guys, let's take you through the results of that then. So Jamo was your winner in the front wheel drive Scirocco for 5 seconds from TY in second place in the TT Cup front wheel drive. Bidzster in the FR SLS in third place. Fourth place is Cyrex in the 458 Italia. Then it was Task 1 and Liliam in TT Cups 5th and 6th. Then it was 7th, it was Seek 1 in the Atenza. Then Keith 8th in the Scirocco. 9th is Neil in the Hurricane. 10th Nick Hash in the Lancer Evo. Danny Quaver 11th in the Subaru, and Rodas 12th in the TT Cup. Neil Farmack, your fastest lap, 129.5. So there's your winner, Jamo, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care.